single day. I'm gonna make something great. That's my way.
Hello my Dotty family, and welcome back to the final part of this mandala design. Oh, I can't believe it's almost over. Okay, well, let's get started. If you're only joining us now, please go and check out part 1. And if you are a complete beginner and brand new to my channel, please go and have a look at the fundamentals playlist, and that will get you started on dotting techniques, paint, and everything you need to know to follow these step-by-step tutorials. We are going to continue with the eyes at the top, but what I'm going to do now is with white and my 13mm tool, I'm going to dot so as close to this side as I possibly can go, and also as close to this one as you possibly can. And I'm not worried about the texture of this right now. I'm actually going to flatten that because I'm going to do top dotting on this as well. And then I want to do the other side. This one didn't come out round, so I'm just going to shape it nicely. And then I'm going to do another one with my 9mm tool. And then the last one in a 5mm. Next, I want to get started on these two little jewels down here. And for that, I'm going to use color number 4. And I'm going to do a drag for this as well. So I'm just putting it on the inside like that. And then with my all ball side, I'm just going to fill in what I've drawn here with a chalk line, with a chalk pencil. So make that look like a little teardrop jewel. Then with color number 3 and my 3mm tool, I want to create some jewels on some of these lines. So the first one I'm going to do is this line over here. So it's the middle line because we've got 5 lines going down. So the middle line in the middle of that line. So the middle of the middle. I'm going to make our little jewels. And I'm going to make one at the top as well. So in the middle of that middle one. Like so. And then in color number 5, I'm going to do some more jewels. I want one right next to this big jewel here. So this one's going to be a little bit lower, so it can fit in right there. Then in color number 6, still with the 3mm tool, I'm going to create a jewel. So I want to make a bit of a line between those. So again, just between those. And then I want another one on each of the sides here. In color number 2, so I'm leaving a little bit of space in between those two so I can get a tiny chain dot in there. And then color number 3 I'm going back to. And I actually want another one there as well. Alright, I'm really liking that. So here is the needle that I always talk about. It's just a normal needle with the eye of the needle on this side, and then I've just given it a little bit of a handle on that side with some hot glue. And now I'm going to dot a chain. So all of these chains I'm going to dot with this and with white. So I'm going to do this in Supergirl mode. I just want to give you guys some tips. So the center ones you're always going to do first. So where they all meet, those dots need to come in first. And from there, you can basically just dot the rest of the chains. So see you guys in a second. Supergirl mode. Okay, so that process was interesting. As you can see, like I had to wipe up a lot, but it's okay. And then also now I changed my mind about how the connections here and here are going to work. I'm actually going to put in a little jewel right there and there. I just think it would look better. So I'm just going to paint out a couple so I can get a 3mm dot in there. And then the same on this side. I'm going to make these white just to bring in something a little bit different. Then I'm going to use my little essential oil bottle, so to get the size that is still a little bit bigger than the 13mm, right? And I want to do a dot on each of those. And then I'm going to start with color number 6. Alright, so just want to have a look at it from all sides before I place it. And then I'm just twisting it around because I see it's not making me a nice round circle. And that will help to distribute the paint as well. Let's see if I take it off. So, again, just like with the small ball side of my pink tool, just rounding this out a little bit more. Because I want it to be equally far away from about all of the sides. I'm trying to shape this as best as I can. I can always come back in with a white if I need to, which I think I'm going to need to do. No, that's okay. What is life without a little bit of challenge? It's the challenges that make us grow, isn't that so? And then try the other one. Oh. A really fun part of this is you have to repeat the exact same process twice. Oh my goodness. But we will persevere. Okay. Let's do this again. Then in my 10mm tool and color number 2, I'm going to top dot this dot here. And then 6mm, color 3, sorry, color, yeah, because that's color 1, right? Color 2. And then 3mm, color 3. 6mm, color number 5. And with my 4mm tool and color number 6, I want to top dot the inside of our petals. Sticking to the 4mm tool and color number 1, we're going to top dot right there. And then with our 3mm tool and color number 2, we're going to top dot these ones here. 3mm, color 5. Let's take the all ball side of the green tool and we're going to top dot here, walking the dog. And the same thing on the other side. Now I want to add 2 extra white swishes on each side. The first one is going to go up here. All ball side. I'm going to take it and I'm going to drag it so it basically goes up to the center of that dot there. Let's spread it out a little bit. Just so it can fill in this little gap we've got here. Okay. And then the other one is going to be down here. It's going to be a smaller amount that you're going to use. Okay. Because we don't have much space to fill with this one. And then we're going to drag it to where this dot starts, or where the center swoosh is, that one. Same thing on the other side. So I want to fix up the spacing between my swooshes quickly. So I'm taking the small ball side of my pink tool. And then here, where I messed up when I tried to fix the swoosh, I'm just rounding that out. And then this side as well. And then I have married dots over here, and with my beading needle I'm just going to separate them. And just round that out, and just rounding out that one as well. There we go. Sticking to color number 5 and our 13mm tool. Expand the paint a little bit more. So it's almost like I'm drawing little circles with my 13mm tool. Okay. And then the other side as well. I'm actually making this a little bit bigger than 13mm. Like way bigger. So that the next dot can be then the 13mm in all its glory. See, and this is how the cookie crumbles. You never know how it's going to work out until you do it. So we adjust as we go. And then I'm quickly going to fix that white with the all ball side. You see, so I start from where I can get in there, so where the tool actually fits, and then I start working my way inward from there. I'm sure when you guys saw this picture online, you're like, ooh, this looks so pretty, let's do this. And now in the videos, you guys are seeing all my struggles. So at least you guys are seeing the end product. And then working with that. That's how I get you here, clickbait. It looks a bit more uniform. And I'm quickly going to need to dry that with the hairdryer. So grab it. Then I'm going to take color number 3, and I want to do a top swoosh on this as well. But I'm going to do this one a little bit differently. I want this to go down and touch the bottom. So it's almost going to be like a swoosh that starts on the side. And then I'm going to use the all ball side and then drag that up and then just shape it out into that little diamond shape. I've also decided to go a little bit of a different route with these eyes, so we're still going to decrease in size. And with color number 4, straight from the bottle, I want to give this eye like a lot of texture to stand up. So instead of using my tool to dot with, I'm just going to, there we go, add this little bubble up here, and then the same on the other side. So sticking about 2 millimeters away from the side. Don't add too much paint because you don't want it to expand too much So this is actually where I changed my mind. So I did inform you guys earlier that these ones I'm going to do just in color and not with the white. For me, it just doesn't work. It just does not work. So with my mistake, you guys now also learned how to change the color of a swoosh. So if you don't like the initial color you put down, wait for it to dry, and then you just do a different color top swoosh on top of it. So my mistakes also teach. Yay! Okay, so these dots are now just about, well, they are dry. I left them overnight just to be safe. And then we're going to continue by top dotting them. So I'm going in with a 10mm tool, and now I'm moving down to color number 3. So when it comes to the 2 jewels, I want to give them a little bit of shine. So I'm going to take my pink tool, the small ball side, and white. And from the bottom up, I'm just going to make a small little drag on both of them. So I'm going basically over both of the colors. Then I'm going to take my needle, so my normal needle, and I'm just going to give it 2 dots, boop, boop, just like that, above that little shine. Boop, boop. And then to the other jewels with the needle, I'm just going to give it a slight swoosh down. So with this shows the light source is coming from this side. So all of your jewels need to have the light source at the same side, on the same side, like that. So you're making the swoosh like on the one side of the jewel, but not on the edge. So it still has a little bit of jewel left over on the one side, as you can see there. And that's the effect I want. And now I'm also seeing that my swooshes are getting a bit thicker than when I started. So I just wanted to reset my size and quickly clean this tool before I carry on with the rest of them. And then with white and my 5mm tool, I just want to fill in this little spot here. Okay, this one looks a little bit smaller, so I'm not going to touch down all the way, but I just want to fill that space a little bit more, like that. Then sticking to white and then my white tool, the big ball side, I'm going to walk the dog. So where my white swoosh ends here, going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in there, and the same on the other side. So depending on your spacing, if you don't have space to do that, don't worry about it. I just have space left over here and I would like to fill it. And then I'm just going to go from our 5mm dot, let's do 2 more in there like that, and then the same on the other side. Then with color number 2, still using the big ball side of the white tool, I'm going to walk the dog there. So just that little space I want to fill out. So any little spaces that you have too much of at this point, at the top, I'm just kind of filling them out a little bit with a walk the dog. And then I'm going to go the other way as well. So I'm going to do 1, 2 there, and this side as well. So just do 1, 2. Here we go. I'm going to blow dry the big eyes so I can do some more top dots. So with my 7mm and color number 2, I'm going to do a top dot there. So I'm not touching down completely because I still want to see the frame around it from the previous color. So you can even go down to a 6 if the 7 is too large for you. I'm going to blow dry that as well. And then with my 4mm tool and color number 1, ta-da! The last one, like so. I also wanted to do a top dot for this one, so in my 6mm tool and color number 2, I'm going to top dot that one and the one on the other side. And then with my 3mm and color number 3, I'm going to top dot that one there and the one on the other side, like so. And then I'm going back to my needle and white, and I just want to add a little extra dot on the feelers here, right there, up here, okay. And then on the inside this side, so it looks a little bit more like a line. And then the last two, one on this side as well. Now I'm just going to fix up, or just neaten up my little piece and fix up any smudge marks I have with some black paint. I'm going to just make sure that those are nicely rounded out, and then just other little fix-ups, and that I'm all going to do in Superman mode, so you can just check your piece and see where it needs a little bit of fix up and get going on that. Super cool mode. If you'd like to know how I seal my pieces, I will put a link up for you here. Alright, I'm going to call this done. What an adventure this has been. But definitely worth every single dot. Don't you guys agree? If you have created your own butterfly and want to share this on social media, please be so kind as to link my YouTube channel. I would really like to share the magic of dot art with everybody who would like to learn. If you did all of this in one day, you qualify as a crazy fan. And I'd like to hear from you, so in the comment section just type I'm a cray cray fan so I can see who you are, because dotting can be seriously addictive. And then under my blue fairy lights, with the use of the neon paints, this is how my butterfly glows. Ooh. Other than that, I'd like to thank you guys so much for joining me today. I'll see you guys again next time. Stay dotty, stay magical, keep well. Bye-bye.
Every single day